Hi folks, Gavin here from Player TV, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this Goliath of a system from MSI, the Aegis Ti. Now, some notable features about this before we begin the review itself. It's got an Intel Core i7 6700K processor. Now it runs at 4 GHz, but if you press the MSI OC button, which is on the shield, it overclocks up to a maximum of 4.6 GHz, which obviously is free performance and it's not to be sniffed at. Powering the graphics is two GTX 1080s with 8GB of VRAM each. Obviously that will still remain 8GB over SLI, but you know, this is the powerhouse that 4K gaming needs, and if you are looking at 4K gaming, this is the sort of system you want to take a look at. So, is this the right system for you? Let's find out now. So, in addition to the Core i7 6700K and the two MSI GTX 1080 graphics cards, we have 32GB of SODIMM, so that's laptop memory, DDR4 running at 2400 MHz. We have two 256GB NVMe 2281 SSDs in RAID 0. Now that's obviously phenomenal storage speed, but also if you're looking to store a lot of games or a lot of files on it, it does have a 2TB 7200 RPM drive in it. Powering the system is a platinum rated, so 80 plus platinum, 850 watt power supply, and that's situated just in the back at the bottom. So obviously MSI have utilised all the space, because this particular system isn't as big as, you know, a regular mid-tower desktop. So obviously MSI know what they're doing. We have reviewed the regular Aegis. Now obviously you can click here to see the review. But yeah, so obviously other features available. It's got an optical drive, which is slimline, so obviously again it's space saving, which, you know, MSI have gone all out on this particular system. It's got all the usual killer Ethernet port. It's got killer AC wireless. It's also got a plethora of ports at the front and the back. It has a USB 3 Type-C, it has two USB 3.1 Type A's, a Gen 1 port and a Gen 2. It also has four 3.1 Gen 1 ports, four USB 2 ports, and it has a PS2 port as well as a HDMI at the front for VR. So if you've got an Oculus Rift or you've got HTC Vive, you can directly plug it in at the top, at the front, and you don't have to worry about plugging anything at the back. It's ready to go at the front. One notable thing as well, it weighs 14.3 kilos. So it's not the lightest of systems, but when you factor in the fact it's got two GTX 1080s in SLI, you can forgive it. So as I mentioned, it's perfect for 4K gaming. You know, what a single 1080 just doesn't cut it at max settings. So hopefully two will do that. You know, price-wise, it's $3,399.99 in the UK, which is a lot of money. You know, it's $3,000 plus, but as I've said, you get two top-of-the-range GTX 1080 graphics cards in SLI. You've got the top-rated desktop processor in the i7 6700K, which is currently the top one, I would say, for the mainstream users. But yeah, I think it's time, you know, we take a look inside and we see what we've got. So obviously, taking the panel itself off, we're greeted with a very nice, nice and neat inside. You've got a cover that covers the graphics cards. You've also got the two SSDs, the M.2 SSDs, that's NVMe, the 2280s in RAID 0. Also featured as a 2TB 3.5-inch hard drive. Obviously everything's quite sheltered inside, as you can see. Taking the top panel off and obviously exposing the graphics cards and the fantastic upgraded high bandwidth SLI bridge from MSI itself. We've got the two GTX 1080s in SLI. We also have a cooling fan which acts as an exhaust. Obviously this particular system, when overclocked or when you press the OC button, it is going to generate quite a lot of heat. So this obviously helps in keeping it down. So yeah, now that we've seen the system itself, you know, obviously it looks fantastic. The one thing I also do want to mention is at the front, you've got RGB lighting, so you can change that through the Dragon Center app. And obviously the system does come with Windows 10 installed, so everything's pre-installed, ready to go. So yeah, you can change the lighting modes as well through the app. It's very self-explanatory, it's very easy to do. But yeah, I think it's time we take a look at the performance, because I think for £3,400, I think performance is going to be the key factor here. So yeah, MSI Aegis X, well, should I say MSI Aegis Ti? Let's take it away, baby. Woo! So obviously, without explaining every single result, because you can see for yourself how it stacks up, this system is a 4K powerhouse and more. It has plenty of CPU processing power, so you can do video editing, you can do rendering, you can even, you know, photo editing. It's a complete breeze on this processor, especially when overclocked at 4.6 GHz. All the testing was done at 4.6 GHz because there's no point testing it at stock when a simple click of a button and it unleashes the beast. So, as mentioned previously, it's around £3,400 at the time of the review. Now, it's not cheap. If you're looking for a budget system, you're not going to get SLI 1080s anyway, so completely scrap the entire value factor. This isn't about value, this is about pure hardcore performance. And, you know, the Aegis Ti has it in oodles. It is available with two GTX 1070s in SLI. It's roughly a couple of £100 cheaper. Obviously, the difference between a 1080 and a 1070. 1080 is a better card, it's more powerful. And if you want something that's perfect for 4K gaming, you're not going to want to sacrifice and risk it getting a lower end card. You want two of the top end cards, and that's exactly what the MSI Aegis Ti gives. So yeah, aside from the glaring beauty of this system, it has everything that you would require. It's got enough USB ports for every device you can think of that you want to plug in. You know, it's Bluetooth 4.1 enabled as well, so you can connect, you know, Bluetooth devices, Bluetooth headsets, etc. Not a problem. It's got a very good audio system with the Nile-Amic, I think it's Nile, how you say it is Nile-Amic. It comes with the Dragon Center software. Everything is on there, so you can change everything. You can put it in OC mode, gaming mode. You can change the colors of the RGB lighting at the front. You know, everything is what you'd expect it to be. You know, it is a top-end system, and, you know, obviously this system is going to get our... I was going to give it the Platinum Award, but the only problem with the Platinum Award is not saying that it doesn't get hot. I mean, it's going to get a little warm, but any system with two SLI GTX 1080s is going to get warm. I just think that 3,400 is a lot to spend. The design, although I love the design, is very, you know, there isn't another option. You can't really, the only thing you can really do to it is change the RGB lighting, which is good. It's good customizability. But yeah, go on, it gets our Platinum Award. Who am I kidding? It's an absolute phenomenal beast of a system. Obviously, Platinum ignores all price in regards. And obviously, if you're looking for a value system, you're not going to be paying £3,400 for anything that's value anyway. So yeah, I'd like to applaud MSI for the OC button. It is an absolute dream. Whether you're an enthusiast, you're a beginner, you're just a random noob, you're a first time buyer, or it is your 100th system, the simple click of the OC button, you don't have to go into BIOS, you don't need to do anything. One click, jump straight up to 4.6 gigahertz on the core, on the CPU core, should I say, and you know, everything's ready for 4K gaming. It's gonna blitz. So yeah, not to take up any more of your time, but I'd like to thank MSI for sending the Aegis TI in for review today. I've been Gavin from Player TV. Please hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Please leave a comment what you think of the review. We'd like to hear your feedback. Have you seen the system before? Is this something you would purchase, or is the pricing too insane for you to handle? But yeah, also if you don't like the video, please feel free to downvote. You know, I take constructive criticism as anyone should. But yeah, thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in our next video. Ciao for now.